It's another day and another shed progress video. Do you know what's really sad to see, even though I've got that? This thing no longer standing as it used to be. It's kind of depressing, and I can't really sell these as well because I've drilled loads of holes into them, which is not fun. But yeah, for the shed today, we have lots and lots planned. So as it's currently standing, we have all the shelves down the side of all the Lego on. We still have that shelf over there. And at the minute, I've just put this one here, but that won't be staying there. It's just to get the other sets that can't fit on one of these little shelves in the shed. I've seen loads of comments on the recent videos giving me some advice for the shed. So I'm gonna talk about some of them now. So one guy said that this door was upside down. The thing is, I don't think it is. This might get a bit dark. I don't think it is. I think it's correct. It's just the way we've had to do things to keep it locked from the inside constantly. But I feel like that's okay. We did have to cut that door down as well a little bit. And another one, this is quite a big one as well. People are saying that I need to put a base on the shed, underneath the shed, to stop the damp from getting to it, because then obviously it'll all get to the shelves or the inside flooring. But the thing, we can do that, and I think we might in the future, but at the minute, as you can see, it is on some wood at the min. That isn't actually the floor. Like, there's actually a wooden frame underneath before the flooring, so that'll keep the water away for a little bit, because that is one thing you don't actually see on the video, is the fact that there's actually wood underneath the floor. It's not just on the floor. The dumping ground is looking nice and full, which is great. But yeah, no, the shed is looking awesome. Now let's talk about some of the things that we're going to be doing today. So as you can probably see, this shed is very dark. And when I close this door, hang on a minute, you can't see a thing. I mean, you can on the camera because it's got the nighttime mode built in, but I physically cannot see that Lego set right there. Obviously when we open it, it's perfect. So first things first, we're going to be getting some electricity in here. We're going to run, we're not going to wire it up to the mains. We're just going to run an extension cable through the house into here, but we're going to drill a hole in the wall ideally. So we can get some lights in here, which is great. So that's the first step. Second step, we'll be making a way to shut this door and to keep it shut from the inside. Because when I have light and I'm recording, I'll probably shut that door and keep it shut. Plus, when this door's swinging open, all the sunlight is going on this Lego here, which isn't great. So I need a way to shut the door from the inside to keep it shut. But yeah, last video I said I didn't find a way to get the cantina on these shelves. I now have. It's had to go on two separate bits of the shelf. And then I've put the 8080 like this. He physically cannot stand up straight, so I like to put him like that, but he'll do. And that doesn't fit anywhere. So that's fun. And then we've got a few other things as well to do in this video. It's going to be quite a good one, and a good amount of progress is going to be made. So yeah, let's crack on with the electricity. My job currently is to just push all these stones away from the slab. So we've got a nice area to put the cable down. And I think that should be a-okay. So we've got the extension cable in here. We will wire up a full like mains eventually, but this is just the temporary solution right now. But light is light. So yeah, that cable runs all the way into the house, where there's a plug socket right there. So it works out pretty perfectly actually. here we go. That is the temporary electrics. So tomorrow I'm gonna get a light I can clip onto one of these beams here. It's just gonna be a temporary light. We don't need anything too snazzy yet because the walls aren't done. Once the walls are done, we can get like a nice strip light going across all the way on both sides. But for now, we've got this. We'll clip a light onto one of these beams up here just to give enough light in the shed when this door's shut, which is great. So as you can see, we've drilled a hole in here, which holds the cable all behind this wood here. As you can see, the cable is behind the wood, and it goes through a hole down there, which leads out here, under the gravel, all the way across. And then that goes into the house. So yeah, that's some great progress. Obviously having electric in the shed is one of the big things that we want. Because when I'm recording in here, I need lighting, I need decent sound. Do you know what I mean? I could get a microphone in here. It'd be a lot better. But yeah, electric's done. Another thing we also got done was this. So we don't need anything snazzy to lock the door. So we just got this little piece of wood that you turn, and voila, nobody can get in the shed. Honestly, such a simple little thing, just a screw and a little piece of wood. So I can lock it, keep it locked, can't move then. Door won't swing open, and I can record in here freely without being disturbed. So yeah, the shed progress so far today has been great. Obviously, I still need to get the light, which I'll do right now. There's so much to do, it's crazy, but that's fun. Also, I do need to add, I think the guy that said the door was upside down was actually right, because I've just looked at a photo online of the doors, and they don't look like that, they don't match up. I'm not too sure, but I do think one of them is. But at the end of the day, I don't think it matters too much at this moment in time, but I'm sure we can sort it out in the future. Right, I've just been out and bought some paintbrushes and duct tape so that'll help us paint the shed. Right, I've acquired the paintbrushes, now I've just got to mix this up so it's nice, and then I can start painting some of the walls of the shed. I think I'm going to start at the back, just so if I do mess it up, it'll look good once I get round to the other side. So let's put the sheet down and let's get a painting. Honestly, if there's one thing I hate the most in this world, it's painting. So as you can see here, this paint is long-lasting protection. So it will protect from harsh weather conditions. So basically this paint will repel the rain or moisture, which is absolutely great, and which is why I'm doing it. It's going to need more than one coat. It's going to need about 3, I reckon. And I never knew how hard it was painting wood. It's a pain in the ass, I'll tell you that for sure. Right, it's finally going dark, and I have finished one whole coat of the shed wall. It looks okay. Obviously this is just the first coat. This bit is dry here, that bit is still wet, you can kind of tell. So this thing is going to need about 3 coats. This up here is 2 coats. So all that there is 2 coats worth. So I reckon 2 coats, 3 at a push. But yeah, in the next video of the shed progress, I'm going to be painting the whole of the shed, and we're going to get some insulation in. I have seen some comments saying you need to insulate the shed, and I'm like, we are, I promise you we are, but we just wanted to get an idea of what it would look like first, and we certainly did that.